Hi guys, and welcome to the AlakazamMagicUK Live. Now I'm here by myself today. Hopefully my mic's on because I'm all in a bit of a tiz. We've just finished a bank holiday, busiest day at AlakazamMagicUK ever today, and both Andy and Emma are off sunning themselves on holiday, not together of course, but they are away. So it's the Nardi family running the shop. So me, Jenny and Harry are next door. We've had deliveries and everything to take care of. So it's just me with you today. So if you've got any conversational pieces, drop them in. Otherwise, I'm going to be rambling on for an hour. So first of all, I just want to say I hope everyone had an absolutely fantastic weekend. And if you're in the UK, I hope you had a great bank holiday. We didn't have bad weather, which was pretty good, or at least we didn't down here in Ashford. Just say a few hellos to you guys. We've got the amazing Lee Alex joining us. We've got Alexander Ross, Mark Wild, Sean Mann, Ian Raymond Walker. We've got Chris, Michael, Tom, Walter, John, Darren, Kevin. So hello guys. Also, the other thing I want to say, if you're in the UK and you are watching BGT, make sure you do watch it tonight because our friend Lewis Fuller is on the live semi-finals. So if you have got the app, if they still use an app, I think they do, make sure you put your votes in for Lewis. I believe he's the only magician on tonight, so every magician's vote should go to voting for Lewis Fuller. Let's get him through to the final. Hiya Timothy. Right, so anyone that joined us last Thursday will know we launched our brand new product, a great product by the legend that is Ian Bailey, and the effect is called Keyring. So before we get into today's show, let's play the trailer to that. And if you've got any questions about anything, guys, drop them right here in the chat and we'll answer them when we come back. See you in a mo.
Hello everyone, Ian Bailey here, back with AlakazamMagicUK to bring you my latest release called Keyring. This is a brilliant everyday carry item that you can keep on your keychain and perform at a moment's notice.
I loved it from the first second, and another minute later I came up with this idea for this routine.
You hand out a key to be examined, and upon receiving it back, you're able to bend that solid key around your thumb, forming the shape of a ring, or in this case, a key ring. So you start by handing out a key to be examined by your spectator, and you ask them, what do you think this item is? And they of course say, it's a key, Ian. We know it's a key. And I said, well actually it's something slightly different. It may look like a key, but it's actually a key ring. Let me explain. And I hold the key right in front of their face and just slowly start to bend this solid key around my thumb, causing it to form the shape of a ring, or in this case, a key ring. I can then take the key ring and instantly pop it back into the form of a key, or if you like, do it in an instant right in front of their face, and once again straighten it back out into the form of a key so that you can now put it back in your door. And once it's heated up enough, you can actually see it melts right back onto my finger, forming that kind of key ring, and then once again back to the key so that you can now get it in the door. Good. So there you go. Thank you very much. Cheers. The routines are modular and multi-phase, meaning whether you have 5 seconds or 5 minutes with your spectator, you're able to perform this in whichever way you desire. I've also covered every skill level from beginner right up to expert, so wherever you're at with your sleight of hand, I know that you will find a place in your repertoire for Keyring. I'm Ian Bailey, and this is Keyring.
Right, so that's Keyring, that's in stock now, guys. So if you like what you see, go over and order it from the website. We do have them in stock. We've also had a new delivery of the TCC organizer. This thing is great. I've taken one for myself, and I'll tell you why I've taken it, because I am going to have one packed up for when I go on my travels, and it will be something I grab to put in the car. So if you haven't seen one before, let me go grab it because it's really cool. Now, Harry did. Also, if you guys haven't downloaded the app yet, you should download it, because every Thursday Harry does a live show which beams directly to the Alakazam app. And he talks to you about all the new products that are coming in. He does some demonstrations, and we're going to be having some little cheeky mid-month live launches that happen within the app. The other good thing about the app, and if you are an app user, if we get an item into stock and we've got very limited amounts, it will be on the app before it goes on the website. So you guys will get first dibs. You'll get sent a push notification. You'll have a good couple of hours to order it before it goes on the official site or goes out in any emails. So it's really worth having the app. So this is the organizer, the TCC organizer. Now this, in my opinion, depending what you take to a close-up gig, maybe not big enough for a close-up act, but it depends what you take. If you're only taking coins and cards and everything, then it's great. But for me, when I go away, or if I want to have some stuff in the car, I just need a few bits with me. I need some couple of decks of cards, maybe my Imagine Zoltar's opener and a couple of decks, and then some coins, and maybe an Omni deck and so forth. And you can fit it all in here. So you get the little carry case, which has got a handle so you can carry it. And inside you also get this, which sits inside it, where you have a close-up mat, which is great quality. If you know TCC, you know the quality of their close-up pads. And I'll be honest with you, we have got a very expensive close-up pad in the shop, which is lovely. I won't lie, it is lovely. But when I'm doing coin work, if I'm demonstrating things like the Mirage coin set, I won't use it because there's too much friction and I can't do what I want to do. Whereas the TCC, I can do exactly what I want to do. So this is, TCCs are my close-up mat of choice. But then you also get this organizer tray, which is big enough to put decks of cards in. You can put your coins in, your elastic bands, your hard stretch gimmick, your pens. So if you're going on holiday or you're going traveling, or you just want something to sit in the car with a small close-up set in it, this thing is great. This will be going in my suitcase when I go away. It means I've got the close-up pad to practice stuff if I want to practice. And if I'm out and about somewhere, if I'm going to visit family or going out and someone's pushing me to do a little performance, I'll have something here, including my close-up mat. And it all just goes in here, zips up, and you've got your handle to carry it all. And as you can imagine, the quality, seeing as it's TCC, is absolutely exceptional. And that's it there. But it's honestly, it's great. If you haven't got one, they're not cheap. I think they're about £65, but I honestly think they're worth every penny. So they have come back into stock. And also last week we got new stock of Grandma's necklace, which sold out on Saturday. I sent an email out, they all sold out again. We've got another batch on the way, so if you're interested, make sure you either pre-order it or fill in the remind me box on the website, and then you will be reminded as soon as it comes in. Grandma's Miracle, I believe it's called. So that is the TCC organizer. They're in stock now and they are great. Trust me on that. So guys, let's see what's happening over here on the chat. Everyone just saying hello. Sean Man, good luck to Lewis for tonight. Lee Alex, absolutely. Lewis's first act on BGT was so unique. He's got something great planned for tonight's show as well, and something amazing for the final if he manages to make it through. So let's try and make sure he does get through. So everyone put your votes over to Lewis Fuller. Now, what else was I gonna say? So any questions on anything I'm talking about today, just drop them right here in the chat. Rob Magic watching from Cyprus. Hiya, Rob. We've also got our friend Michael watching from Fort Wayne, Indiana, USA. So hello, Michael. Darren Bain, any idea when Showreel might be back in stock? Is that not on our website? Let me just check this out, Darren. Because I did think it was on the site. I will speak to Mr. Murray, see if we can get some more in, Darren. So yeah, leave that with me. I'll shoot him a message after this live. Michael says, looking forward to Martin's new self-workers course. Right, so yes, I can share some more information. So basically, we've got this brand new thing happening at Alakazam Magic. You're going to see over the coming months, we're going to have more of these, and they're called courses. Now, they're not academies, and they're not standard instant downloads. So it's a complete new section of the website. Let me show you where it is. To access your course, if you have a look towards the top of the website, right near the login, there's a section that says My Courses. So this will only be for courses. It's not your downloads, it's not your academies. It's for anything that's marked as a course. Now, the beauty of courses is if we take on a subject, let's say, for instance, sponge balls. Let's say we were to do a course on sponge balls. When you purchase that course, you will get lots of bite-sized videos. So it's all broken down for you. So you're not just watching one huge download where we're going to talk about everything. They're all going to be broken down. So you're going to see there's a course on doing a sponge ball vanish, a course on doing sponge ball productions, or a section. So we'll go through everything step by step for you. That's the idea of the courses, to deliver everything in small bite-sized chunks. Now, with the Self-Working Wednesdays, that is 12 self-working tricks which will be delivered to your account every Wednesday for the next 12 weeks. Now, once again, each one of those videos is less than 10 minutes long. So you're going to learn the effect, you're going to see a performance of Martin doing it, and you're going to learn the effect all in less than 10 minutes. They're so simple to do. And there are some great ones in there. There's a little bit of crossover with his books and some of the routines that you may have learned before. But he's got some great bits in there as well, some great new bits, including his Pringle effect, which I believe he done on the live last week, which in my mind is worth the price of the entire course. If you're a kids entertainer or a family entertainer, it's such a brilliant little trick, and you've got a really nice giveaway at the end as well. So all you need to do to join this course of Self-Working Wednesdays is pop over to our website, search for Self-Working Wednesdays, order it, and you will see tomorrow morning when you click into courses, you will see your first lesson in there. Now, most courses, if we were going to do, let's say, the sponge ball one, all the videos would be delivered at the same time. And by each video, there's a little checkbox, so you can check how you're doing and you can tick them off once you've watched them. And it will even tell you when you've completed that part of the course. and learns it. Whereas with Martin's, it will be delivered one trick every week for the next 12 weeks. So we are, Tom Rolfe said, a course on sponge balls or rope magic would be brilliant. We've got a lot of courses planned, Tom. So it's a new feature to our website. As I said, when we built this website, it took a long time to build, and there was a lot of questions where people were saying, oh, you know, it's supposed to be ready a few months ago. We've had so many bits built into the site that you're going to see start coming to fruition over the next, you know, coming months and years and everything else, where we're just improving, adapting and adding new features to the site. And each one of these new features is something that we believe will really help and benefit you guys. We're not putting them up there for us, they're up there for you to make learning magic a lot easier than it usually is. And something like the courses, I know away from magic, I've downloaded a few courses on various aspects, and that's the first time I saw this sort of small bite-sized chunk videos. And for me, I thought it was great because I didn't have to scroll through 2 hours just to learn a certain thing. I could just jump straight to it and learn it. And that's what we're trying to achieve with these courses. So we've got a lot planned, which you'll see happening over the coming months. And hopefully, eventually, we will have a course for everything. So keep that in mind. And if you haven't already downloaded the Self-Working Wednesdays or purchased it, go over and do it. It's £20 and that gets you all 12 effects. And like I said, there's easily 3 or 4 of those effects in there at least that are worth the price of the entire course, at least. So thanks for bringing that up. Chris, we got the picture of your Alakazam AirPod headphone case. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Harry's going to be putting it on his socials, and I'm going to be ordering myself a set as well for my AirPods. They look great. Let's see what else is happening here. Oh, Darren Bain said, where is Wayne Goodman? Wayne rung me up about half an hour ago saying it's Tuesday, isn't it? And I said, yes. He said, I thought it was Monday. He said, I'm off to a wedding. So Wayne is actually working today, hence he can't make it to the live. And like usual, whenever you have a bank holiday over here in the UK, it always throws you off. We're still under the impression it's Monday, but obviously we're already 2 days into the week. So anyway, we've got a few videos to play for you guys as well. Let me have a look what this one is, because I can't remember what I bought in. So let me have, this looks really interesting. I'm a big book test fan. I know the method to this one. So guys, take a look at this trailer. Firstly, I'd be very interested to know, put it in the chat, whether you perform a book test, 1, whether you've ever considered performing a book test, 2, have you never performed a book test? Just let me know what you think of book tests, why you would and why you wouldn't, or why you feel you wouldn't perform them. Because I'm a big book test fan. So, and I'll tell you why I love them after we watch this trailer. But let me know if you do a book test and what book test you do and how you find it, where do you use it? And also if you've never done a book test before, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Anyway, here's a trailer for a brand new book test called The End.
You could have thought of any word you turn to, any page in the book. You're thinking of headscarf.
Bro, there's so many words right in that damn book.
Superhero.
That's crazy. I'm like, what?
Man, we have to take this book everywhere we go to for fun now, I'm telling you. Ruby's telling right away, that was amazing.
That was good.
Is that
Honestly, one of my favorite things is that you never really miss, and the spectator doesn't feel like you miss. In fact, they react.
The moment of realization that those guys had. I can't wait to tell George about it.
Oh, he's gonna flip. He's gonna flip.
Hello, thank you. Hello. We are here.
How was the college?
I think it was super good. I don't think we need to keep filming.
Really?
Every single performance was like, pa pa. It was good.
You guys have the footage? Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
We got it on the camera. Oh, yeah. Can I see it?
This is what I want you to do. I want you to turn to any page. I think there's like over 300 pages. I want you to make sure you know I'm not looking.
So you were pretty comfortable handing the book out?
Oh, 100%. Even if they start reading it, they're actually going to see a story. They can hold on to it for as long as they want.
Okay, now think of any word on that page. Make it like a large word to make it more, a large word to make it very more complicated and more interesting.
They're all like trying to find a word, and I think they were changing their mind.
Because then they know it's not like there's only one big word on the
Exactly.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, close the book so there's no way I could even know where you're thinking of that word. I want you to focus on the first letter of your word.
Because I know that I'm not technically fishing, I'm not doing it. I feel super cool. So to them, everything feels like it's hit after hit after hit. The spectator feels like nothing fishy is going on.
No, I'm not getting the first letter. Can you move to the end of the word? I'm having a little trouble with the first. Move to the end of the letter. Think of the last letter. Ooh, I'm picking up an R. Is the last letter an R?
Oh yeah, like he looks super sketched out right now.
No, what's the last letter? Oh, it's right before. It's right before. The R is right before the A. Okay.
There it is. You see what it is?
That's good.
That's not even the reveal.
Yeah, that moment is like, yeah, that's gonna be good. That's really good.
Exactly. And usually another book test, you wouldn't get that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But because of the way everything is made here,
Right.
you actually get a hit at that moment.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. That makes so much sense.
But let's go back to the beginning of the word. Focus on that first letter. Focus on that first letter. Try to send it to me. Okay. I want you to not mouth, but just hear the word in your mind. Repeat it, or maybe see a picture. See it. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of light to this. I don't know why. It's almost blinding a little bit. Just keep saying the word over and over in your mind. I think I got it. I think I got it. This is what I got. I can't change my mind. Oh, you got it. Is that
it. Dude, that is a really good reaction. That's like a trailer moment right there. That's it.
And it's all those little details that make a difference.
I think you're thinking of temperature, aren't you?
I think it's coming up.
Right, you could have looked at any word. You turned to any page, you looked at any word. What was the word you were thinking of?
Troublemaker. Oh my gosh.
This is a powerful mentalism effect.
Okay. I give up.
That takes the popular book test to the next level.
Dude, you're shaking. You okay?
Yeah, bro, you got me like. How many words in that damn? That's what I'm saying.
We're done.
Well done.
All things must come to the end by Angelo Carbone.
Right, that's the end book test by the very talented Angelo Carbone. We've got the very talented Tony Antonio joining us on live. He's joined us to watch, and he put this. Angelo showed me this at the TMC a few months back. Incredible thinking from him, as usual. It eliminates all the problems with the mother of all book test had. And that's true. I'm a big fan of the mother of all book tests. I have been for many, many years. But I'm going to be picking up a copy of this. And I want to answer a question that I had a couple of emails over the weekend. A lot of people were saying, does it come with one book, two books? What's the book, the end? And then he's showing another book in the trailer. The thing that looks like a book that says the end is actually the packaging. It comes with one book, and it's not called The End by Angelo Carbone. It's a different book. But the thing that you are seeing in the trailer that looks like a book that's called The End, that is the packaging for the effect. So it does come with one book. So let me have a look here, what's been said. So Darren Bain says, I've got Will to Read and the Sherlock book test, both great. I mean, Will to Read is a book test in your pocket, and the Sherlock book test, it's great, works on the old flashback principle, doesn't it? I think maybe the long word thing as well. Word in the Millions by Nick Einhorn. Yeah, that's great. It's great. I've never before. So let's have a look here. We've got, so this is from David Hand. I've never performed the book test. It's okay to have a gimmick book with you and perform an unbelievable trick, but my fear is spectator, particularly at hands on the stream may have. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, David. I have never encountered that. I've never encountered it. Don't know why I've never encountered it, but yeah, I've never encountered it. I think the fact is, you know, if you do the book test, whatever it is, you could put it down if you wanted to as amazing memory. You could put it down to anything. And once you've actually done it with a book, it's I think it will be a strange thing to say, I'll do it with mine, because you've just done it. You know, and in those sort of situations, I'll say, look, you know, it does take a lot out of me. I'll try it again in a bit. And you could always, this is where it's great, knowing something like Mark Paul's AAA book test, because then you could take their book and do the book test with them, or you could do Hoy's tossed out book test with their book. So there are different ways that you could do it with their book. Or if you've got a Peak wallet, you say, great, open your book to any page. I want you to think of a word. Now I want you to imagine sitting in a cinema screen. You're going to see that word nice and big on the screen as if it's the title of the movie. Do me a favour, just write it down on your business card. I'm not aware of your book. I'm not aware of the words in there, but just so we got proof in a moment. Now do your Peak and you're away. So there are ways, if you were ever in that situation, there are ways to go into it. Now, I own quite a few different book tests, and when I was doing stand-up and I was using a book test, I would have 3 or 4 books, all use different methods, and let the spectator choose the book. I also had Ultimate Flashback, which is a set of, or I still got it, set of 6 books. So there are various ways you can go with book tests. Now, the interesting thing I feel with a book test is if you say to a magician, you know, do you want a book test? Most of them just go, no, you know, it just don't interest me. And it's the same on the website. It's a very interesting thing. You have hardcore book test guys that will see a book test and go, that's great, I'll take it. People that have never done a book test would just tend to scroll past the book test. But if I'm at a convention, we used to sell a lot of the Ultimate Flashback. And I tell you why we sold them, because when you see a book test demonstrated, even if it's performed on you, you get that feeling that your mind has just been read. And book tests are very, very powerful. If you haven't performed one before, you most probably don't appreciate the power a book test will actually have on your spectator. I remember the first time I saw the mother of all book tests was about 28 years ago, and it was when it was longer than that actually, because we had only had AlakazamM for a couple of years, and we were still living in Lewisham at the time. And one of my customers had been to Kmart and had purchased it, and he come round and he demonstrated it on me, and it blew me away. I did not have a clue what was going on, and it was so powerful. And I think from that moment, my love of book tests really, really grew. Let me have a look. Yeah, Phil Austin says he uses the Oasis book test once again. A fabulous book test, really cheap. I think it's like 50 quid. We got those in stock. But the great thing is with book tests, one, you can carry a book in your bag. If you're out and about, you can put a book in your briefcase, in your bag, whatever you've got, you can have a book. As far as they're concerned, stick a bookmark in it, fold a couple of the pages over, looks like a book you've been reading on the train. So that's, you know, a really good thing about it. If you're doing a stand-up or parlour or stage show, you can always start by saying, look, you know, I saw a few people walking in with books. I asked them if I could borrow them. Don't worry, guys, I'll make sure these get back to you at the end of the show. As far as your audience are concerned, these books were now taken off members of the audience just by throwing that one line in. So as magicians, we create the premise of this thing. And if you turn around and say, you know, I saw a couple of you coming in earlier, asked if I could borrow the books, don't worry guys, I will make sure they get back to you at the end. Now everyone's gonna just immediately, they won't even think about it. You've told them what's happening and they'll just go along with it. So book tests, I think, are very, very powerful. There's a few of you here that are saying we've got the Oasis, we've got Will to Read. Damien said, will we have the end in stock in the USA? Yes, you can pre-order it from our USA warehouse now. I think the release date is either next Friday or the following Monday. So if you order it, it will be sent out to you. So yeah, we have got them in the USA store. So you can go grab that. See, the Oasis book test is a book test that will take you literally minutes to learn. Absolutely minutes. In fact, when I demonstrate that at conventions, the Oasis, I haven't demonstrated it for a while, but when I used to, I would teach the people on the stand how to do it in about 2 minutes. It's that simple, that simple. Tailor-made book test is a great impromptu book test, 100%. I mean, we say impromptu, it does have to be made up, but it's a one-time sort of make-up. The Word by Mark Leveridge, yes. And it is, yeah, it's great to have, as Sandy says, it's great to have a few impromptu methods there, because if someone does hand you a book, you can still do something with it. Which is quite nice. And if you do perform something like Mother of All Book Tests, where you've got like a hot letter or a key letter, it's really good to use 2 books. It gives you a great way to get that second letter. I mean, sorry, the first letter. Obviously the Word has got past that. It's the same with All About Eve, with what that has built into it. But if you use 2 books, one of them may be gimmicked, one of them ungimmicked. You get the first person to write their word down, or you do a Hoy tossed out book test, or you do the AAA book test, whatever it is, you know what that first word is. So now it's very easy to get the first word, the first letter of your Mother of All Book Test word, because you concentrate on the person that's looking at the word in the Mother of All Book Test, and you say, just concentrate on the first letter. Is it a B? And you name the first letter of the word that you've picked. So let's say it's a B. So you say, is it a B? They say no. And you say, B is coming through really, really strong. What's the first letter? And they say it's a D or whatever. And you say, okay, well, hang on, was B the first letter of your word? And they say yes. You say, okay, you're coming through far stronger. Let's go over to you. Now you read their mind. Now you move back to the mother of all book test person, and they're going to forget that they even told you what the first letter was, but now you've got to ask no questions, just straight into it. So yeah, book tests themselves are very, very powerful. And like Tony says, you know, and I do agree, for impromptu, you can't really beat Mark's AAA book test. And yeah, see, this is the problem, and I know Graham Jolly has got a gag for this, and I think a few of us, you know, with things like Mother of All Book Tests, with things like The End, we don't need our glasses to do it because it's all up here. But with things like the AAA book test or anything like that, you do have to see something. And I'm sure it's Graham Jolly that literally says, I found at my age I need to wear glasses to read minds. And he just puts the glasses on at the beginning of his act. And the fact is, it's true, my eyesight's gone the same way. So now, yeah, reading minds, I do have to wear glasses. Yeah, Craig Petty. Oh, Craig's here. Hiya, Craig. The Hoy book test is a great impromptu book test, 100%. Yeah, and this is a good point as well. Philip Austin says, with the Oasis book test, you can actually buy the genuine book that it's based on, because Clint wrote both books. So you can buy the Oasis to True Freedom book. I think you can buy it off Amazon. Now that's not the gimmicked book test, but if anyone was to see you using this book and search it, it is a book. They can buy it. That was a really good point. I totally forgot about that, Philip. Craig Petty, once again, says trivia is a book test in your pocket, 100%. And also things like the Bit Book by the very talented Scott Creasy. You know, the Bit Book is, in effect, it is a book test. It's a little book. People are thinking of stuff from that book and you're reading their mind. Now, the Bit Book, if you've never seen the Bit Book done, if I'm going to recommend one thing to you today that every magician should own, it will be the Bit Book. Honestly, for walk around situations, for stage, for close up, it will work in any environment. I used to start stand up, and also my lectures, I used to start with the Bit Book, and I used to use it as a tossed out deck. So I used to throw the book, 4 people standing up, each thinking of something different, and I could genuinely tell each person in turn what they were thinking of. Okay, so not the standard gambit with a tossed out deck. I could actually tell each person what they were thinking of. Super strong. And for strolling, I could do mind reading on 5 people. If I hit a group, I could read all of their minds. It is super, super strong. And it's small enough to fit in any of your pockets, and it's just such a great tool. So I think I'm going to play you another trailer. And this is quite a nice one, actually. This is from a YouTuber called JS, who sent us these videos, and it's a great performance of Imagine. So take a look at this, and we'll come back and we'll have another chat.
Jace. Jace?
Jonathan. First person to get my name.
I like that, man. All right, I'll take it. We good? Okay, so I have a deck of cards. It's a weird deck. All the cards are different, but the backs, it's a weird deck. I'm gonna drop the cards. You're gonna say stop, and I'm gonna try to read your mind pretty much. So keep everything, make sure I don't peek at nothing. I'm gonna do L3 you actually. So you say stop first. Stop. You want me to go anymore? You happy?
He could.
All right, take a look at it. Don't tell me. Just remember the value and the suit. You guys got it?
Yeah.
My friend, all I need you to do is repeat the card over and over your head. Don't move your lips or anything. Just look at me for a second. Repeat it over and over your head. I'm getting right away. This is a high card, like a face card. Black card. Club? King of clubs?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So now you see, maybe I was reading his tells when I was saying that. Yeah. So try to keep poker face, and then Jonathan, the last one. Ready? So you stop, my friend? Stop. Let me go anymore? You happy here?
Keep going.
Keep going?
Stop.
Right here?
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Alright. You want a different one? You happy with it?
I'm happy with it.
Look at me. Just repeat the card over your head. Right away. I'm getting the same feeling. Is this also a king?
Yeah.
Is this actually like the mate, the king of spades?
Yeah.
Opposite?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna read your mind and I'm gonna do magic. This is just like reading you guys. I'm gonna do one more time for Jonathan and I'm gonna try to do actual magic. My friend, you know what to do, just say stop.
Stop.
Right here. Take a look at it.
Yeah, I see.
Just say it one time in your head. Ace of spades.
Yo!
Okay, I gotta be a lot of practice. I do this a lot, so some people are easy to read.
Yeah, you a mind reader or something?
Something like that. But again, you'll see what the shirt means in a second. It's on illusion. This time, say stop again. Stop. This time, we're just gonna see what card you stopped on. The 10 of diamonds. Are you righty or lefty? I'm a righty. Hold out your right hand. The 10 of diamonds, my friend. Put your other hand on top of it. Cover it.
Smoke, we check it out.
Smoke. Yes. It's gone.
Yo!
It's something with the heat. It's something with the heat in the hand. I don't
So
know.
now you're saying something with the heat, right? But remember I said about my sweater? It's all an illusion?
Yes.
You guys, this entire thing is an illusion.
Yo!
There is no cards,
Ah,
guys.
my suit's so good, bro. Let's see. Check if I have my wallet. What the fuck?
It was all, you guys thought you saw cards. There's no thing in your imagination.
Let's see, I have my money still.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
That was so
Guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
Guys, if you haven't added Imagine to your close-up or walk-around set, you are really missing out. It is super powerful, really is. David Hand says, I use the BitBook and we'll be using it at a gig in a few weeks. Beautiful little effect. It's so strong. Guys, if you haven't checked that out, have a look as well. Love the BitBook so much. Available to perform. I use it in conjunction with Pinnacle. Yeah, perfect. You'll find as well, there are some really sneaky BitBook reveals on tricks. Like Will to Read, there's BitBook reveals in there. Pinnacle, I'm sure I talk about maybe using the BitBook with Pinnacle. Wayne Goodman's new comedy insurance card, I think there's BitBook reveals on it as well. Cataclysm, there's BitBook reveals. So you'll find BitBook reveals sort of appearing in various places. Alexander Ross said he's got Oasis, TaylorMade and the BitBook, but he doesn't use them very much. Why? Honestly, they are so strong. The strength of a book test, you will not understand it until you do it. When you do it, you will just realise how powerful a book test is. And mentalism in general, to be fair, mentalism in general, I think evokes a completely different reaction than magic does. Now, when I was performing tables, 90% of the time, maybe more than that, maybe 98% of the time, I would be performing magic. So, you know, your go-to, card to wallet, sponge balls, extreme burn, omnideck, the standard table magic stuff. And the reason I chose magic over mentalism was because I felt I could get a quicker, louder reaction doing magic. I knew if I hit a table and I had 3 minutes, I could hit them with some strong visual magic and get a reaction from them. Whereas mentalism, I personally like to put a bit more time into it. So what I used to do, and if you're a working magician, you would know this situation. You've done the tables, you're out at the bar, and it's those moments where someone goes, oh, can you show me something else? Can you do something else? Or you pass someone in the car, can you show me something? That's when I would do the mentalism. And the reactions I always felt were completely different. You didn't get the loud screams that you would get with sponge balls, but you would get the jaw dropping and they just have no idea what's just happened. It's an equally as strong reaction, if not, in my opinion, stronger, but it doesn't seem as vocal and as visual. It's more up here. The reaction is just the reaction of disbelief. That's why I love mentalism. And I honestly believe that there is still that question with everyone. Is mind reading something that's possible? You know, a lot of people believe in this sort of stuff. So whereas cards, they do, and I had this comment before, I understand that cards, you can train yourself, you can practice, but how did you just read my mind? How can you practice that? How does that happen? Because they can't associate to it, because if you do mentalism correctly, even if you're using a peak wallet, if you've timed your peak and you've framed your routine in perfectly, they should have no recollection of you ever reopening that wallet. No recollection. So yeah, I'm a great lover of mentalism, and I really feel if you've got a book test, please learn it and try it. And I think you'll be so happy with the reactions you get, and you'll wonder why you didn't do them. David Hand, Imagine is another great AlakazamM effect, another attention grabber for that gig. Yeah, 100%. It's a great little trick. It's so easy to do, and there's so many moments in there. Yeah, Alexander, try them out. You're going to love it. Right, so let's drop another trailer. I will show. Oh, I was going to show you. It was Leo Smetch. As always, rings me when I'm live. He's obviously mostly just tuned in now as well. Right, I'm going to play another trailer for you. And this is a new take on a classic. And each one of the units is manufactured by Christian Parker. If you know Magic Maisie, very talented young magician. It's her father, and he has made this, and it's basically a production frame. So let me show you the trailer, and then we'll have a little chat about it.
Hi, I'm Christian Parker, and this is The Frame.
So that's The Frame by Christian Parker, and you can reveal anything in there, whether it be a playing card, ESP card. As you saw Maisie do there, she used Secret Cinema. You can use a photograph, and the method is very low tech, but it works beautifully, and he has made the frames beautifully as well. It's a great little piece if you're doing a parlor thing. It would fit right in, and even if you had something around the house, you know, just have it around the house, you could do it there and it will just look brilliant. So that's the frame. We've got those in stock both here and in the US, so go grab yourself one of those if you like what you see. And the other thing I want to talk about as well, there's a couple of bits actually, is this is back in stock, the Stealth Assassin. Now, we've had so many emails about this because it's been out of stock for a while. We got an amount in on Friday. So if you had them on your Remind Me, you would have been reminded that these are in. Now, the Stealth Assassin is a mentalism wallet. It was designed by myself and Mark Spellman, and it is designed to be a 20-minute mentalism act in your pocket. So you could actually go out with this, and that's the idea really. Let me tell you the thinking behind it. Years ago, I released a wallet called the Mind Spy, which was a large sort of notepad type wallet thing. And I got very known for doing an effect called Hollywood or Bust. And my issue was the wallet was beautiful when I was gigging because it was geared to go in the inside jacket pocket. It looked like quite a wallet that was suited for that. Whereas when I was out in a casual environment with jeans on, it just looked out of place. That was the reason for the Assassin. I wanted a mentalism tool that I could carry with me that would look natural no matter what I was wearing. Hence we come up with the Assassin. And I've got a little video actually of Harry performing just one of the effects we teach. So let's take a quick look at this.
Magic trick with my wallet. Check this out, all right? Andy, we're going to play a game, all right?
Okay.
Coming close. The game uses 3 notes, fiver, tenner, and 20 quid, all right? The game's very simple. I'm going to place the wallet behind my back. You're going to take 1 note at a time and place it in a pocket, all right? So make sure you make a decision and be conscious about it. Let me know when you've got your first one.
I have.
Yeah, whichever one you've got, just whack it in your left pocket, all right? Now, yeah, but this was very quick that first time, so really think about it, all right? Think about it and then let me know when you've got one as well.
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
Sure? Okay, place that one in your right trouser pocket. Lovely. And then that will obviously leave you one more and then just place it in your back pocket. But let me know when you got it. I'll take the wallet and close it up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got it? I can turn around?
Yeah.
Lovely, right? Perfect. Okay, so there we are. Now, you've taken 3 notes at random, placed them in random pockets, okay? Now, it's funny because before I come out, I actually place some notes in my pockets. We'll start. Face the camera. Start with your left trouser pocket.
Yeah.
Reach in. Put the note in your hand, but keep it closed. All right, 1, 2, 3. A tenner. Look at that, £10 note. Right, next we'll go for the right hand pocket. Ready? Go in. Take it out, but remember, keep it closed. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the 20, which leaves 1 more in the back pocket. Andy, you can grab mine out. Jones, watch it. Here we are. It leaves, of course, the fiver. Just, you should have got it out. Just like that. Unbelievable.
So that is Cash Cabaret. That's all explained on the Assassin DVD, as well as my shortlist routine. Hollywood or Bust is explained on there. We talk about peaking, the right times to peak, how to hide your peak. There's so many great things on there, and a lot of people, it's one of the DVDs, one of the tutorials that we get a lot of praise over. Because there's so much information on there, and no other peak wallet video, as far as I'm aware, goes so in depth. And bearing in mind this was released, what, 15 years ago, I think, originally, maybe even longer. Yeah, so much in there. If you're after a good wallet that's going to allow you to perform 20 minutes worth of mentalism out of your back pocket, this is the one. Still used by a lot of the top pros today. And that is the Stealth Assassin. They are in stock now. And also back in stock for anyone waiting is the Mental Dice by Anne Birdie. These are on the site hopefully now. So you'll be able to grab those as well. So a lot of stuff coming back in stock. We've had a big delivery today. So yeah, we've got loads of stuff in. Sean Man, thank you, Sean. Sean says the DVDs are a pleasant to watch as well. So funny. We filmed that in the, well, you'll know, you saw it. It was filmed a long time ago in the shop, and I think it was almost midnight when we started filming. It was so late. We just ordered in pizza. and we had pizza and bottles of Coca-Cola, and that was it. Me, Spellman, there was no cameraman there. I don't know if we referenced cameraman, but it was just me and him. Just set up a camera and we just performed for hours. So yeah, it's great. Darren Bain, Poison 2, it's coming. It will be here soon. Honestly, do you know what the big thing is at the moment? Is just finding time to edit. We've got so many projects that are at various stages of completion. I mean, Poison 2, the cards have been here for, I mean, you know how long the cards have been here. So it's literally just getting them done. We had Chris Congreve down the weekend filming for his new release with ALAKAZAM. We're out filming tomorrow. I've still got Craig's massive new coin release to edit, and that is a project that's going to take me a week. Just that project alone, that's over 35 routines in that. So yeah, we are getting round to it, and I'm working my hardest to get them done. Ultralock I haven't heard of, Brandon, but I will have a look. I'll have a look, see if I can find out what it is. Thank you, Tom. Tom said I performed the same effect for him the first time we met, and he's used the assassin ever since. Yeah, it's great. I perform it slightly different to Harry. So I write a prediction at the beginning, place that down on the table. I get the 3 notes selected, put in their pockets, and then I read their mind and tell them where the notes are. And then when they open the prediction, I've actually predicted exactly where they're going to put everything. And all that happens with no switch of the prediction. It can go in their pocket from the beginning if you want. And they open it, they read it out, and you've predicted everything 100% correctly. Yes, I do know that. Sorry, why did I think that said Lucky Lock? Lucky Coin, Ultra Lucky Coin. I love that trick, but every time I've tried to get it in, Penguin were out of stock. So I'm going to see with our next order. Mark, once again, the extractor is being worked on. It is being worked on. As you may know, Rob Bromley was in an accident a few months ago, a very bad accident. So he's sort of pretty much out of action at the moment. But we are looking at ways to get it manufactured. So we'll keep everyone updated with that. And our thoughts obviously go out to Rob. I spoke to him last week. He is getting better, but he is still in a pretty bad way. So Rob, if you are watching, we're all thinking of you, and you know we're here if you need anything. But yeah, Brandon, I'll look into that because yeah, it is something. Eric showed me it, and I loved it. Loved it when he showed me it. Great little effect. So guys, that's bringing us to the end of today's Alakazam Live. I'm really sorry that I've rambled on for an hour. My voice is going, well, I've spoke so much, but thank you all for joining me. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I have got another, actually, before we go, let's take a look at this, and I'll come back and I'll say my goodbyes. So let's take a look at this.
Magic trick time. When I dribble the card, say stop. Stop. There, you sure? Yeah. Okay, remember the card? Yeah. You got it? Perfect. All right, I'm going to place it into the pack, and I'm going to cut the cards like this continuously until you say stop. So I'm going to keep cutting. Sometimes shallower, sometimes deeper. Stop. Until you... There, you sure? Yeah. Any more, any less? No. Okay, keep me fair here. I'm going to try and find your card. Bearing in mind, you could have cut the pack if you were here, all right? So let's go for it. Right, this is a tough one, so I'll tell you what, give me 4 chances, please. But I will find your card, all right? 4 chances. Does that sound fair? Yeah. Okay. Right, I think it's one of these, all right? So I think it's either the 4, the king, or the 10, or the 8. Don't give anything away, though, okay? Right. 4 chances. Come on. Right. I don't think it's the club. It's not the club, right? No. Perfect, all right? It's not the 10 of hearts? No. Perfect. It's not the 4 of spades, right? No. Okay, that leaves just one. I think you went for the king of diamonds. It's not any of them. I reckon you went for the king of diamonds. Am I correct? No. No. What did you go for?
8 of diamonds.
8. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Hopefully, that should turn into your 8 of diamonds. If that's not weird enough, one snap over here as well. And check this out. They turn into all the 8s. Unbelievable. It's got to be worth a follow.
Right, and that was the bet by the amazing Christian Grace. Once again, that's in stock as as we've got Fault of Card to Box, and we've also got any Fault of Card to Pocket as well. All of those are in stock, those Christian Grace goodies, so you can pop over and grab them from the site. But that's it for this week's AlakazamMagicUK Live. We haven't got an academy this week, but like I said, if you haven't done so already, please download the AlakazamMagicUK app, because Harry does a live show every Thursday afternoon, and it'll be great to see you guys on it and joining him. And also, we are going to have exclusive mid-month live launches happening on the app. So it's only going to be app users that are going to be able to watch them. They're not the big end of the month ones. These are live launches that happen in the middle of the month. But they'll only go to the app. You won't be able to see them anywhere else. And also, if we do have an item that comes in that's a real limited edition, it will be offered to app users before it goes on the general site. So by downloading the Alakazam app, you are automatically giving yourself a better chance of getting your hands on the latest and greatest magic. So there's a lot of things that are going to be happening within the app. So grab yourself the app. You can download it from the App Store or the Google Play, or whatever the Google Store is. It's available on both platforms. Download it to your phone. And then we also send out push notifications so that you know when something's back in stock, or obviously if we've got a hot new item, or we're going live, or something like that. So check that out. And also, just before I go, just to remind you that Self-Working Wednesday starts tomorrow. If you sign up today, your first self-working effect will be delivered to your account tomorrow. It's £20, and for that you get a self-working effect delivered to your courses section of your account, which is a new section. It appears up the top right next to the login. They'll appear in there. You'll get a new self-working trick delivered to your account every Wednesday for the next 12 weeks, and that's only £20, and that covers you for the whole 12 weeks. It's called Self-Working Wednesdays, and it's on our website now, so go and have a look. Right, guys, so for me, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me and hanging around. I know I must have rambled on for so long, but thank you for hanging around. It's been an absolute pleasure today. I've got a rush because Harry's in the shop by himself at the moment, and it is crazy busy today. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, and I will catch you next Tuesday right here on the Alakazam Live, and Harry will see you on Thursday afternoon in the app. So we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us.